Are you ready to be confused for 2 hours straight? I know I am. My hour now. Here, so I was the Are you ready to be confused for 2 hours straight? Here, so I was the 6 months since our last 4DX movie. The last one was Sonic the Hedgehog, and now we're going to see Tenet, our first 4DX movie in 6 months, our first 4DX piece of content on Back to the Movies, our first piece of content, proper content on Back to the Movies, for what feels like forever. Masks on, social distancing world. Let's go. Social distancing markers on the floor here. Face coverings mandatory in the cinema at all times.
A few moments later.
Well, that's 2 hours of my life I'll never get back. Before I talk about what we just witnessed, I'm going to ask you, Jim. Did you understand what the hell we've just watched?
No idea, man.
Does Christopher Nolan even understand what he just made?
He must do. But...
Did the actors read the script and know what the hell was going on? Probably not. That film was a puzzle upon a puzzle within a puzzle within another puzzle, and then inside the middle of that puzzle was absolutely nothing. No character development, nothing other than 2 hours of here is me blowing stuff up and making a show reel for my audition to make the next James Bond movie. We had a plane get into a hangar, very Casino Royale. We had lots of bungee jumping backwards. We had a lot of shooting, fight sequences backwards. So the main premise was what? Two parallel sort of linear structures where we move forward in life and some people in the future can come backwards, and that someone is preventing some sort of nuclear war or some sort of nuclear Cold War event in the future, and it's trying to be prevented, and that's it. And then there's a story about a painting, and then John David Washington's character is obsessed with this woman, and it's too much focus on this woman. And it's like, what the hell's going on? Why is he caring so much about a woman that he's only just met for 5 seconds? There's Robert Pattinson's character, which is like a detective who's like back and forwards. It doesn't really go into how they go backwards and forwards. He literally just went through a machine and come out the other side and everything's reversed. Set pieces are great. The cinematography is great. There was actually some scenes there which were shot like old Christopher Nolan films, like the camera angle of an opera scene right at the start follows like a guy wearing a backpack at the start. It looked exactly like the bank robbery scene from The Dark Knight Rises where Bane's character goes through. It's shot exactly like that. Little winks and nods to Christopher Nolan's previous work, but my God, the only person who probably understands it is the guy doing the script rewrites and Christopher Nolan. That's a film that's going to alienate a complete audience. I can't even really do a proper review. I'm going to have to go home, look over what other people have said and try to deconstruct what I've just witnessed and put it into some sort of comprehensible review. And I've been watching that for 2 hours to the point where I'm using big ass words that even I don't understand. God damn it. I can't even rank that. I just know that I didn't enjoy it. It was literally... And the 4DX was poor as well. No, it was so poor. They had the little flash at the start, the little movement with the fight sequences and the action sequences, but it seems as though they've gone through the seats, because where we were sitting and where everybody else was sitting, the spray doesn't hit you in the face anymore. Now, that's probably just because of all this craziness that's going on at the moment, but it's as though they've programmed certain seats, so they've found out where people have booked seats and turned the spray off so you don't get sprayed in the face. Nobody was wearing a mask in the actual cinema, but you have to wear a mask going through, so they've got a one-way system and all that and blah 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 blah. But yeah, if that was the film to save lockdown, then get me back home, lock the door, throw away the key, because I don't want to come out and watch films anymore. That was too confusing.
So confusing.
It's a film that have come out and I feel dumber because I didn't understand it. And that's probably the same sort of structure as with many Christopher Nolan movies, but at least with Inception you had that tiered system of dreams that you could somewhat follow after 2 or 3 viewings. I'm going to have to play that film in reverse to understand what the hell I've just watched, but I can't say any more than that. I've been Sean Evans, you've been watching Back to the Movies. I'm sorry we've come back from lockdown to this absolute mind-boggling film that perfectly sums up the absolute mind I can't swear, family-friendly content. That has been 2020. That is a film that perfectly sums up what this year has been about. Confusing, not linear, doesn't follow the rules, completely bonkers. Stay tuned for the next one. Back to the movies. Goodbye.